Congratulations, your local Sportsball team just won the grand finale super match. To be fair.
Don't say to be fair. Hate when people say to be fair.
That first few moments after your team wins is probably the best high any of us sports fans can hope to achieve. Nothing like commingling your personal happiness and sense of achievement with those who get paid dozens of dollars to play a childhood game. So if you only get one championship for the rest of your life, you're gonna want to make the most of it. No second or fifth chances here. Hey, Buffalo.
Alright, the hard part is over. It's time to celebrate. What's the first thing you're gonna do? Well, if you're a goalie or pitcher, yeah, you better brace yourself. It's kind of poetically beautiful in a way. It allows the team to really appreciate the player that oftentimes gets singled out when shit hits the fan. Hockey goalies and catchers are usually okay, having dressed for the occasion. But those poor pitchers, yeah, they're likely to get crushed worse than the dreams of a Sacramento Kings fan. But leave it to the world's most average sport to make me emotional. One of my favorite championship reactions was Dirk Nowitzki after defeating the Miami LeBrons in 2012, even though this salty Houston reporter begs to differ. Dude straight up walked right off the court crying tears of joy and later said he didn't even want to come out for the trophy presentation. That could only possibly be topped by Villanova's buzzer beater in 2016. I mean, just watch and listen.
Jenkins gives it to Jenkins for the championship!
The fireworks, the dog pile, the inevitable crying Jordan memes, man, what an ending. Shout out to the dude who set off the fireworks confetti right when it went in. Makes it 100 times better. I'm sure the only thing that can make these players happier would be actually getting paid.
It's important after a game that you show respect and dignity to your opponent.
There's nothing quite like the handshake line at the end of the NHL playoffs. Warriors, 100% of which are playing hurt, go from pure adrenaline-filled maniacs to classy, albeit toothless gentlemen in a matter of moments. Man, hockey players are best players. However, it wouldn't be a team sport if we didn't acknowledge the individuals. That didn't make any sense.
Christ, who wrote this?
But what happens when you're the best player of the tournament on the losing team? Yeah, any of those will do. I think the two you're probably thinking of is Lionel Messi winning the Golden Ball at the 2014 World Cup and Jean-Sébastien Giguère winning the Conn Smythe Trophy in 2003. Man, New Jerseyites just cannot let anyone have nice things. Well, moving on to the trophy everyone actually wants, unless you're Fernando Torres at the Confederations Cup, the team presentation. As we covered, boos are still possible.
Hello, Vancouver!
But I mean, it's a hockey tradition now, joining the ranks of other long-time rituals such as throwing hats on the ice to celebrate hat-tricks, or Toronto failing to win a cup in a league with more than 6 teams.
The Toronto Maple Leafs lost an actual National Hockey League game to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them!
When it comes to trophies, there are a few options. Boring and generic, traditional for tradition's sake, all of England really, and perfectly balanced. Also, major bonus points to a trophy that isn't remade each year. Having only one trophy that gets passed on to the next winner each season is simply legendary. Even if there are technically 3 Stanley Cups and a new Champions League trophy every so often, a trophy that carries its past winners brings with it a certain sense of history and majesty. The two aforementioned trophies do this, so to me, they're S tier. The Premier League trophy, like many soccer trophies, include ribbons in the colors of the champion. This is a great touch. I think it adds a lot of class and color to the cliched tedium of silver. Oh, and it also includes the past winners on the removable base. A very slick touch, despite the noticeably distasteful appearance of Liverpool.
Oop, no clip. Oop, thought we had a clip. Nope, okay.
Well, now that we've discussed what we're playing for and how to get one, all you have to do is present it.
In sports, there's 2 options. Give it to the captain of the team, or some old white schmuck who's only been to a dozen games all year but will take full credit. No, not me. The team owner. Yeah, there's no question here. Why other sports don't give the trophy to the captain first, I will never know. I mean, look at this. Who asked for this? I mean, could you imagine your boomer owner going up to accept the Stanley Cup? There would be riots in Canada. That's not even thinking about what Sir Donald Cherryford would say.
I am very upset, as you know.
I will forever hate the Capitals, but when Ovi lifted the cup, oh man, chills. This is what winning a championship is about. Some European teams will sometimes go into the stands to accept the trophy. Kind of a weird thing to do, but like I said, tradition for tradition's sake. The celebrations after the game are a big part of winning the title. There isn't really anything quite like dumping a couple liters of Polana Ifreweisen on your coach and teammates, and the fans too. Just don't try to outrun Arjen Robben.
I learned that the hard way in FIFA Ultimate Team.
Drinking out of the trophy might be the absolute most baller way to celebrate a title. With all the cups in European soccer, why don't teams do this? Seems like a massive missed opportunity. Staying on the theme of alcohol, baseball in my opinion takes the post-game celebrations a bit too far. I mean, celebrating winning the DS series, okay. The goggles and champagne is just Bush League. Could you imagine if hockey teams did this?
You're a gutless, backstabbing little...
But you know what isn't Bush League? Jerseys. One of the coolest parts of winning are the badges of honor you get to adorn as the defending champions or even multiple-time champions. But I think the coolest part is for the fans. Permanent reminders of past glory. Take my Bucks jersey. Yep, another sound reminder of we'll always have 2002 and literally nothing else. Now hopping back across the pond, Europe is where badges of honor really shine. Premier League and German Bundesliga clubs get gold variant league patches for the season of their title defense. However, Italy takes this one step further by giving the Serie A and Coppa Italia winners a patch as well. The one for the league is called a Scudetto, and the one for the cup is called a Coccarda, modeled after a roundel. If you've seen a Juventus game in the past 7 seasons, I'm sure you're used to seeing them on their kits. The coolest jersey of all time has to be Inter's from their 2010 treble campaign. Look at all this stuff on here. Even though my Italian team is Milan, I have to admit I want to pick one of these bad boys up. For Champions League and Europa League teams who have won 5 or more titles, or 3 in a row, a badge of honor is awarded and may be worn during all UEFA matches. Except for Milan, whose tiny self-esteem wears it in every match, even friendlies. Stars are also a thing in soccer. No, not one for every fan they've killed due to sodium poisoning, although they can vary in meaning from club to club. Anything from 1 to 10 titles to number of continental cups. Internationally, it's 1 for each World Cup win, unless you're Uruguay, where they add 2 more because, hey, it's Uruguay, who's gonna notice?
And up in the stand, the Uruguayan women with their chant, Uruguay, and I'm a girl.
Moving back stateside, the MLB awards generic and consistent champions patches to be worn on the sleeve of the defending champs. It's simple, and I like it. Nice job, less boring cricket. They also adorn gold-trimmed jerseys for their opening night. Again, a very slick look, especially if you're Kansas City. Gosh, that's beautiful, albeit a bit repetitive. The NBA and college basketball have these slick gold tabs for teams who have won titles, so you won't be seeing these on Florida State's anytime soon.
He's heating up!
Sure, only college teams sponsored by Nike get this perk, but hey, that's not my problem. Silver tabs are also issued for teams who have made a Final Four. The NHL has these patches, but they don't ever wear them. I only wear stuff that's actually been worn in a game, because I'm that kind of jersey snob, so this bad boy will most likely stay under wraps forever. Lastly, we have the ultimate bow on the gift to your fans that is a championship, the banner. The permanent reminder that your team is etched in the history books as a champion forever. Unless you're Louisville basketball or the Houston Astros.
He's on fire!
The thing is, this is a pretty foreign concept in Europe. Sure, you have Arsenal with their honors on the facade of their terraces. I guess you can do that if you don't have much to represent. Over in the Netherlands, Ajax go with North American-style banners up in the rafters, and boy is this pretty. Back home, banners come in all shapes and sizes, most hanging from the ceiling. If your team plays outside, this is when chaos can ensue. Like, I can't stand baseball teams who put their titles on flags. How am I supposed to read this? Clearly y'all did not consult with a vexillologist.
Nerd!
In terms of the best banner in sports, having your title on the mast of a ship, well, it doesn't get much more badass than that. Now, banner design may be a story for another time, but long story short, just don't be Nashville.
So there we have it, all the ingredients for a proper celebration of your sports ball title. As you can see, each sport, league, and country does things a little bit differently. Just one of the many little details I love about sports. Each title you get to witness as a fan is a privilege, so don't ever take a single one for granted. Go and savor every moment as if it's your last.